Alrighty, this is a test. I did a previous test where I was putting the autofocus on the Canon T4i, and if you've seen it, pretty much it was following my face. Now, there was a problem with the concept of following my face. Sometimes you don't want it to follow your face. Sometimes the thing you want to do is have it just in one spot. In this case, I have the camera set to focus on one area, which is this square right exactly here, which means that if I put my hands out, it will not focus on my hands and distract it. The problem that you could have with something that is, even if it's face finding, is it's still going to probe to see if it sees anything else it wants to focus on. So right now I told the Canon, and by the way, this is a Canon Rebel T4i, which is also the 650D. It is now focusing on just this square, exactly right here where my eyes are. So if I again have other distractions, it will not focus on them. Of course, it will if I put them into the box. And when you do that, my face will not and should not be in focus. And of course, if it does, it's doing something wrong. I only want it to focus on that. Now, if I take the hand out, then it should focus back on my face. This is because the Canon T4i, the Rebel, has an autofocus mechanism. Oh, and by the way, one other test. For the record, I'm on a 60th of a second, an f2.8 40mm lens. This is the new STM lens. This is Canon's newest lens that has a stepper motor. It's also known as a pancake lens because it's very thin. As a thin lens goes, you get 40 millimeters, which is pretty wide. It's better than the 50 for when you want to get a little closer. I mean, a little wider, that is. The 50 sometimes brings you up too close. This test is also using a new microphone. It's a Shure lavalier microphone, and it's being recorded on a Zoom H4n handy recorder. So the sound will be different from the camera's own sound. So you won't hear, as in the previous video, you will not hear the sound of the autofocus, or at least you shouldn't. Not at this distance. It's far enough away from the microphone that you can't hear it, I can't hear it, so it won't come through on the video. So this is just a test. Now after the test, I'm going to try to shoot some real stuff.